Oh, man.
I was at the first Source Awards when Suge did what he did. When he said, come to Death Row in New York, I was there with a backpack on. I was there. I was a little kid then. I was just hanging, like I said, I was just hanging out with them. I just found out who they was. I wasn't recording nothing. I'm there. I got the VHS tape somewhere, but I was there. So I know what
That's like history to witness.
It was history. I learned so much from right there because it could have went wrong, but Puffy played it so classy.
So
I'll give him shout out to Diddy, yeah. Because Diddy, if he would have said the word
go,
if he would have said go, it would have been a slaughterhouse.
They wouldn't have made it.
Nobody, they wouldn't have made it, and it would have been a lot of casualties, and we all would have looked at like, you know, we all would have looked at like probably savages.
Yeah, as for the culture in general.
Yes. He taught me so much that day. Yes, we all would have, because Suge tried to make it go down. And
And people don't understand the power that Puff had back then.
Yes, because
both of them really
was deep. No, Death Row was deep. Death Row was like 20 deep. Wu-Tang was like 30 deep. Biggie was like 20 deep. You know, Mobb Deep was like 10 deep. So it was going down. And then it's in New York. But Snoop and them is real. You know what I mean? That's when you know who was real, because they was real. Snoop is real. Look at Snoop today. Snoop is real.
Right.
You know who real. Look at Fat Joe. Certain people who real last forever.
They lie.
Like I said, I was there. I looked in Suge's eyes, but Suge looked in Puffy's eyes. And like I said, if Puffy would have said go, it would have been a slaughterhouse.
Because he looked at him right off the stage, didn't he?
He looked directly at him, and I'm looking at him, and I'm a little kid. I'm thinking like, yo, I know he's not gonna get away with this. And I tapped my big homie. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? He like, we waiting on the word. And if Son says go, we both, you know, he talking to him. So we gonna see how they gonna play it.
Because it wasn't y'all situation.
It wasn't our situation.
But it's a New York
thing. But Diddy, like I said, I started right then. He didn't want to see the slaughterhouse. And he knew better.
The wrong move would have ended everything.
The wrong move would have ended
and nobody would have got no bread.
And none of that bread that all of us end up coming up getting
would have been gone.
It would have been gone. And that's, nobody said, to let that be noted when it come out. Nobody said, from that Source Awards, if Puffy would have pushed the button.
The go, yeah.
It would have been savagery all around in that building. So many casualties of war would have happened that hip hop and the Source Awards probably wouldn't have been able to keep going.
Nope.
And you understand what I'm saying?
And so many major elements in that room.
In that room would have never got to them 400, 300 million marks because of that slaughter.
Somebody could have died. Somebody could have died.
Few people would have died. More than somebody. Yeah. That would have been like St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Innocent people too.
That would have been St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Because you got people from New York who not rappers, they gonna get on it.